Now then, are you two ready? Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. Wallets? Check. Change of clothes? Check. Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Let's go. Now, as for our itinerary for Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. The Shinkansen... Wow, what is it? Are you sure that you're that fired up for the riding of that? Of course I am. It's the... Yeah. Not only is it the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to say it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there. Wow, is that so? It sure is. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride this at least once. Wow, I'm so looking forward to this. Heh, I'm not sure you are, but... Wait, I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy our tickets to get on. Sure, let's do that. First, there are several Shinkansen lines. So they thirst. Oh my god. And when you get out of Tokyo, the ones that go into Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Yes, there are also the Tokaido and Shinkansen. Those are Nozomi, Kari, and Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and the Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense in the world. Between the two, the Hikari takes shorter stops at each station than Nozomi. There's about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto, and Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes? That's even faster than I thought. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Now about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then you'll choose between free seating and reserved seating. A boarding pass and express ticket, then free seating or reserved seatings. $107. Jeez. A free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 1,300 yen, but a round trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best not to go round trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Round trip. Got it. I'll remember that. Now to buy in Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Madoguchi and vending machines in the larger workstations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agency counters in some stations. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with a hotel reservation at a discount price. Wow. Alright, Oni-chan, when we get to Tokyo, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it. One on the right side, right? Yeah, you always know what I'm thinking, Oni-chan. Seats on the right side, why? Because... Nope, I'm not telling you right now. You'll see soon enough. What? Now you got me curious. Tell me. No way. Then, Makoto, no way, Oni-chan, don't tell him. Yes, I know. Huh? Now first we'll buy the tickets, then we'll get our bento on board the train. We're buying bento before we go on the train. Of course. Long ago they had restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself, but as the travel time got faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. So sort of in the place of that, they started selling special bento in the larger stations known as ikeben. They usually contain the region's specialty food. Eating an ikeben while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah. In other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's exactly it. It's not just a mode of transformation, It's not just a mode of transformation, but a part of the journey. This is getting really exciting. So we just bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. You're like excited as a child, but it's here. Whoa, that's the Shinkansen. Yes, it's the newest model, the M700. It's the real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined form. It's like a smart train. It's amazing. You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip to time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour? That's completely amazing when you put it that way. I wonder how hard that must have been to work. How hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. So have you calmed down a little? Huh? You're insane. I've been calm the whole time. Please, you're insane is my line. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. Now we've been on the train for 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time. I am not. Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable. You can recline them so far. And even though we're racing through at 300 kilometers an hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat even has its own power outlet. You can even connect the internet to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're completely spazzing out right now. Now, enough with the flirting, you two. Huh? But we're not flirting. Really? From my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. That's why I'm telling you we're not. It's going to sound like you're protesting too much. Come on, Oni-chan. You're always so quick to say such strange things. So sorry. Anyway, it's about time. What is it? It's about time for what? Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're gonna learn why very soon. It's in sight, you two, look. That's Japan's greatest mountain, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. The snow-crested peak. The gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? Just call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,760 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano? Yes, it is. Its last eruption was about 300 years ago. Until 15 years ago, they thought it might have just gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's an active volcano. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. So far. When we looked at the earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period. But the longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as Oni-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago. That means it could erupt at any time. Yes. There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning of the word Mount Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that this name stems from unique mountain or an undying mountain. An undying mountain. Yes, the explanation posits that as an active volcano, the ancients thought it as a living mountain. A living mountain. Say, can you climb on top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway up by car, and past that you need to climb on foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only opened in summer, around July and August. So if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. I see. Mount Fuji is Japan's greatest mountain. Someday, I'd like to climb it for myself. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto, Kyoto, please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. Ah, we're here. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed to Tokyo in 1867. For 1,000 years. Kyoto became capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of the state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on this contemporary capital of China. The city remained as Japan's capital for 1,000 years afterwards. Such a long time. Huh? But, what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the center of the government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped at being the capital that year. You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. While the shogun in Edo had a real power, the formal head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continued to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right. I see. So you could say Kyoto is the city, what? So you could say that Kyoto is the city that maintains the traditions, forms, and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. But still, but you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. No way. A response like that. Wait a minute, you mean you do think of those things? No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. What are you saying? We're lacking in womanly charms? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? Oh, you idiot. Of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv. I told you I'm not. Come now, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all. So it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see, now that you mention it. I can see that, it's true. Well, as long as you're here, we should really look all around. Now let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for a quick tour. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So where should we start? Let me see. I think we should, I think that's the best place, don't you? That? First the entry fee. There. This is Kiyomizu-dera, the most famous temple in Kyoto. Kiyomizu-dera. They say Kiyomizu-dera was completed before Kyoto became a capital in the year 778. Before Kyoto was capital, there are temples that old. Kiyomizu-dera is known for how the main hall juts out of the side of the mountain. The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old. It was still built around 400 years ago? Then it's standard for the stone building of America and Europe to survive that long. But for those eastern wooden structures to last so long shows that care that goes into them. I know. Do you know the Japanese phrase jump from the stage at Kiyomizu, meaning to plunge the head first into something? The stage at Kiyomizu, it refers to this building? Yes. They say it's if you screw up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. From here? But it's really far down. They say some people really died trying it. Honestly, men are such idiots. I can't help but agree with you there. As long as we're here, let's go to the Ottawa waterfall below. Ottawa waterfall? Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. The waterfall has existed for 1,000 years back then. People said that water would confer wealth or a long life. They loved it as the fountain of youth. The fountain of youth? Okay, let's check it out. Whoa, there really are 3 trails of water here. Each stream confers its own blessing. From right to left, they confer academic success, health, and love, respectively. Academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it. Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Now with the water of health and the water of love. Ugh, it's delicious. It really could be fountain of youth. Now to think about it. You guys only drank from health and love springs and none of the academics one. How come? Well, right? Yes. What? You look both so serious. The truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to drink from all 3 rivers will be denied their blessings. What? Wait, is that true? Yes, I'm sorry to say. No way. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because that would have made it so much less funny. Sorry about that. So I didn't earn any blessings today. I could have used a blessing in love at least. Don't know how to think about it, but Koda and Kira both drank from the love spring. Why do you care? Oh. First entropy, there. Now our next Kyoto sightseeing spot is here. Whoa! This is Kinkaku-ji. Kinkaku. The kin in Kinkaku is a reference to the grand golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname. What? Its real name? I know it. It's Rokuenji, right? That's right. Really know your stuff, Akira. Hold your applause until the end. I still know lots more of Rokuenji. And why do you need to tell us about it, Akira? Heh, leave it to me. The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the noble who commissioned it was put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and fell into ruin. Then, around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which is called Rokuenji. Wow, is that really what happened? Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute. Why are you asking Oni-chan for confirmation? No reason, just wanted to be sure. Let me tell you, this isn't all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it was larger, and that it completely burned down once. Burned down? The temple? Was it in a war or what? Bzz, sorry. It burned down just 60 years ago. It was an arson. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it? Yeah, in 1950, by a young monk still in training. A monk committed arson? That's right. The temple was already a famous national treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir. I see. That makes sense. And a world-famous author named Mishima Yukio wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel, of course, is Kinkaku-ji. Wow, Kira, you really know a lot about Kinkaku-ji. I told you. I knew a lot about it. So you have read the novel? No. Oh dear. Mishima Yukio's Kinkaku-ji has been translated into many other languages, so you should read it if you get a chance. Sure, I will. He probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so It'll probably be more interesting than if I had read it before. I'll be sure to look around for it when I get home. I think I might try to read it when I get home too. I see. I think I would get a lot out of it. I think we'd get a lot out of it, Akira. The Kakakuji, huh? The walls are stuck with gold leaves, so it's as gold as the name suggests. I've heard that ancient Europe referred to Japan as Japang, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. What do you think of Kyoto so far? Well, we'll tell our answer in the next part. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.